So today I want to talk about how to sell your house without a realtor. I know this doesn't benefit me, but I believe in giving you as much information so that way you can make the best decision possibly. And if it doesn't work out for some reason in 2-3 months, then you can see other options. But how can you go ahead and sell your house without a realtor here in Westchester, Miami-Dade, wherever it is that you want to try to sell it? So first thing is prioritize competing. So what I mean about that is try to create as much competition as possible to come see your house. And if you can get them together so that when they walk in, they see, wow, there's a lot of demand for this house, it's going to be better for you. Now, second thing you want to do, marketing. People need to know about your house. If no one knows that your house is for sale, no one's going to come. So those two are tied in. But what you want to do is make sure that you spread the word, make sure everyone knows. If you have a customer list, if you have social media, anything like that to help you out. Now, the third one is to answer your phone calls. And this one might be hard because you might be at work, you might be doing certain things, but people who are interested in the house are gonna call at all times. And one thing that has worked for us before is that you create a email of that property that has an auto reply with all the information you want to ask. So it has all these features, it has this price, these are the days that we're going to show it, this is what you're going to do. If you want to continue and actually see this house, go ahead, call this number. So that way you can do it. And what we've done in the past is you grab that sign with the email and you put it in the front. So that way anyone who's serious will email, they'll get that auto reply, and then they can call you. So that's a good way to filter it out. They already see the information. And if you're trying to minimize traffic into the house, then it's a good way for your living situation. I wouldn't recommend it for you to get the highest sale price, but that's completely up to you. You have that choice. Now, the fourth one is do a pre-inspection. I know that a lot of people know the status of their home, but sometimes you don't know what you don't know. So what you're gonna want to do is you pay $300, $400, $500 for an inspector to come. You publish that as well. You can even add it to that auto email so they can understand that the offer they're putting in is as is, and here's all the findings that we found for the house. So the offer that you submit already has that in mind, and there's not going to be negotiating after the fact. You want to try to minimize the negotiating as much as possible when you're the seller. It just positions you better with less frustrations, less things to make the deal fall through, and you want it to be as smooth as possible. Second one, the appraisal. You need to have an open mind of what you're going to do if it doesn't appraise. And with the shifting market that we're currently seeing in November of 2022, you are going to have to see. There are companies that you could pay to come do an unbiased appraisal, and then that way you can try to pivot and see what happens. So, and going hand on hand in that is know what kind of market you're in. So whether we're in the seller's market, neutral market, buyer's market, so certain people are going to have the negotiating power. So you need to have an open mind to make sure that you can make the right decision and be flexible if you need to be. Okay, the other one, so the next one, which I have it here, is number 6, showings and feedback. You want to schedule the showings, hopefully together on weekends, whenever you're able to do, so that way they see each other. And whenever someone sees it, ask for feedback. Oh, what did you think about the property? Great. Are you going to be putting an offer? Well, why not? You know, I'd love it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I want to have some honest feedback. So that way, hey, you know, the closets were too small. Yeah, you're not going to be able to do too much. Well, we just, you know, it looked like it needed too much work. Well, what specifically? You know, the carpet in that room looked like it had it. Oh, great. All right. Thank you so much for letting me know. That way you can adjust, right? And the last one is make sure to adjust. Once you get this feedback, once you go through this process, be open-minded in seeing what needs to pivot, right? So sometimes the market will be in your favor, sometimes it won't. Sometimes the condition of your home will be in your favor. Sometimes other factors won't be in your favor. So you need to be able to adjust and know your timeline. So if your timeline is, I need to be at this location in a couple months and you need to sell, then you don't have many other options. But just understand your options and adjust accordingly, so that way you can make the best decision for you to sell your house without a realtor. Now, I'm going to include my for sale by owner guide below. When you click it, it's going to show you exactly what words in a description give you a less sale rate, how to get people in the door, all this stuff that I just spoke about, so that way you can position your home to win. So click below, you're going to have that for sale by owner guide. There's no kind of catch. I do this to help you out. And if some reason it doesn't sell 3 months down the road, then we can have a discussion on what other options you have.